Hello, hello, hello. We are back. Earlier today I did the Grizzly Wintergreen review, and I think now it's time for the Cope Wintergreen. It's something we gotta, I'm gonna turn the other light on, hold on. It's too dark, I live in the fucking woods. Boom, there we go. Alright, so, we had the Grizzly, now we got the Cope. And I was saying earlier, I don't usually mess with the Cope, like it's usually, more expensive, but the price was like, per log was right on point. So I think I'm just gonna give it another try. I didn't like it as much as the Grizzly, I think, but that might just be a preference thing. I mean, it's coming off like very similar smell as the Grizzly too, but so here we go. Very moist. I must have gotten some pretty fucking fresh cans here. All right, I'm just gonna jump into it. Cheers. Definitely different. Definitely like a different, wow, like a different quality, actually. I'm kind of, rethinking my statement earlier. Shit. I mean, I gotta give it a minute anyway, but right off the bat, it's juicier. It's more moist, fresh out of the can than Grizzly. Granted, the Grizzly's been open for a little bit longer than the can of Coke, but I mean, even when I opened the Grizzly, like, let me see if I can do a comparison here, just to kind of show you, like, oh my god, I almost spilled the entire, oh, that would have been a sin. So, you got the Grizzly, right? Then you got the Coke. Like, I don't know what it is about it, but just right away, you're spitting. Like, you're not waiting for a build-up or anything, like. And honestly, the flavor's not bad at all. I can tell you I had zero floaters in my mouth. Like, you still get kind of that wintergreen burn. Not as, it's just different. Like if I were doing a comparison right now of Grizzly and Kodiak, you know, it's a little bit, they're very similar, so it's kind of hard to tell apart the differences. But I mean, the Cope's been around forever. Like, in terms of wintergreen dips, like, I never really messed around with the Cope wintergreen before. I was kind of like the Cope whiskey or the Cope straight. And now in Mass, you can't get anything that's not, you know, a straight. They don't have flavors anymore. It's just got to be like a straight dip. Like, it's got to be straight or straight pouches. And each, like, a can of Grizzly down the road from me is like $17, where I can get a log for like maybe 35 tops. I'm definitely liking the Cope though, because I just feel like the quality is there. Like, it's been more consistent with the pinches. Like, it's been staying together better in my mouth. Like, there's just a lot of, which is funny because when I look into both the cans too, like, I don't know, I tried to put it as close as I could earlier. I'm gonna move it a little closer here. Hold on. So, I'll put the lid right next to it so you can tell. But when we're looking right here, so if you look at the Grizzly, like, you know, it doesn't really look like there's any, like, longer pieces or, like, chunks. But when you look over here at the Cope, like, some of them don't look, there's, like, some thicker cut ones over here and whatnot. But, I mean, I've been a Grizzly guy for a long time, like, and then I kind of branched out and I got a sleeve of the Cope and was kind of hoping for something similar to the Cope straight. I mean, and of course, similar to the Grizzly too, but, I think I'd say I'm beyond pleased with the results. It's probably one of the better wintergreens that I've tried. Everybody says like, oh, Timberwolf is pretty good. Like, I can't really keep, like, if I pack a lip of Timberwolf, like, I'll keep it in there for like maybe 20, 25 minutes, like, maximum. But like, it's almost like, so in the review I did earlier, I said the Grizzly kind of had like a lifesaver wintergreen kind of thing going on, and like the Copenhagen, like there's much more of a tobacco taste to it. Like there's much more of like a smoky kind of tobacco mixture in there. And it's just more enjoyable. In all honesty, it's this the burn is not as harsh. Like I said, I usually tuck them to the side anyway. But I mean, as someone who's been like a diehard Grizzly fan for like most of my life, I mean, I might make that switch from the daily. It's a difference, and you can tell like the quality is just there. Yeah, like zero floaters, but I'm definitely producing more spit. Like with the Grizzly, sometimes I have to suck on some of it to get the juices going, but like, no, it's not the case. Like this is just, like when I first threw it in, I almost swallowed some of the spit. I was like, holy crap, that one snuck up on me. But it's funny because like I had tried the Cope whiskey, I think it was Fine Cut, and that was a disaster because it just got everywhere in my mouth. I was kind of new to dipping at the time. And then I had tried the the Grizzly Snuff that was in the kind of cardboard can with the metal lid, and that one kind of did the same thing on me, where you put in a little bit in your upper lip there, and I would usually end up swallowing like the entire pinch at the end of it. But I'm kind of like, why did I never try Cope, wintergreen? Like, if I'm a wintergreen fan, like, and I'm just trying to figure it out right now. I mean, presentation-wise, like, the cans are pretty similar. But I mean, I feel like the Cope has like a more steady release of the wintergreen flavor. Because like when the Grizzly, like you throw it in and you get the flavor up front, and especially the smell when you open the can. But like, I don't know, it kind of subtly like dissipates. I don't know, like it kind of reminds me more of like Kayak. But definitely nothing bad to say about the Cope wintergreen at this point. It's up there. And actually, I still, if I had to pick one, because like I'm not getting any, I shouldn't say I'm not getting any burn. I'm getting a little bit of burn, like I said before, as with wintergreens. But geez, this is probably the hardest choice to. I think I gave this one like an 8.8 earlier, the Grizzly. But I mean, the Cope is something I could just like chill with in there for a bit, I think the quality's better, even though the quality has gone up on the Grizzly. I think the Copenhagen quality has always been there. The moisture level is like phenomenal. Like, the Grizzly, I'd be like strawing it out of my mouth like spoonfuls, but this is like it's just kind of flowing. It's like a volcano. Granted, like I said, the price point was pretty similar, so I'd probably mess with the Copenhagen again. I kind of want to try the straight because I like I really do miss like the salty flavors. I mean, I am a big fan of the Grizzly straight too, so But I mean, this is just kind of a different ballpark in terms of like, dip. Like, I am noticing some floaters in this one, which I haven't gotten with any lip of the coat before. It's probably just user error on my part, so, you know, fuck me. But if I had a, so I give the Grizzly an 8.9, 8.8. This is definitely like a 9, 9.2. Like, it's up there. This one will stay in for a bit. This is surprisingly refreshing and good for a wintergreen. It's a nice change. Again, we're hanging out in the woods here, posted up on the screen porch. You probably can't see much of anything because there's really not much out there. But I was gonna make a steak earlier, and then I think it's been frozen for like 18 years, so I didn't really want to mess with that. But yeah, no, I'm kind of liking the coat more, to be honest. I didn't think that would be the end result, but I mean, it really comes down to preference. But if you know, I would suggest trying both of them if you're into wintergreens, and you know, give them a try and see which one you like more.